I'm vengeance.
Wakanda forever!
Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Suit Up Geek Fix podcast. It's Friday, yet another Star Wars Bad Batch episode review. My name's Lo from the West Coast. We got my man AJ from the East Coast. Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
How you doing, brother? It's always fun to break down Star Wars. So let's just dig right in. We have episode 7. It was called Battle Scars. And my, oh my, we're barely halfway through the season, and Wrecker finally turned, and it was pretty exciting. I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's anticlimactic, but it definitely wasn't as eventful as I thought it was going to be. But I'm going to throw it right to you, AJ. What were your first impressions of the episode, and are you pleased with the way the story's progressing right now?
I'm very pleased of how this story is progressing. I love how they're focusing on the character development of all the Bad Batch characters, from Mega, from Wrecker, from Tech, Hunter, just every single one of them. I love the way they're developing each character. It's true. Sometimes some of the aspects of the Bad Batch is a little annoying, like the video game trope that you keep complaining about is starting to get a little annoying. But this episode, I feel like, helped progress the story a lot more than the other episodes did. We finally get to see Rex, which is greatness, because Rex is the best out of all the clone troopers, even out of Cody. He is the best. But yeah, I love this episode as well. I love the way how Rex was always paranoid, but he did believe that they would pull through with the inhibitor chips and all of that. And it was a good episode for me. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think the past 2 filler episodes were probably a slog for people that aren't diehard fans like ourselves. But I enjoyed that they cut the trope into a couple minutes here. We saw them at the end of a mission. We didn't see Sid tell them where to go and what to do. We just know that they've been working for Sid. I liked how they just kept it simple, finished the mission. I thought it was kind of cute how Omega and Wrecker have their little tradition, snacking, putting it on Sid's bill. That was pretty funny. But you nailed it, man. We get the biggest cameo of the season, arguably the greatest clone in all of the clone history.
Yeah.
That takes us right to memorable moments, and that's top for me, man. I didn't tear up, but I get a lot of nostalgia when Rex is in the picture. I mean, he's the original, the leader of the 501st, the original clone that we really get attached to out of all the clones, even more than Echo and Fives and all that. So Rex is the man, and I thought it was a pleasant surprise. I mean, we didn't get to see Ahsoka like we were predicting, but Rex was a great runner-up in terms of our predictions of who this was going to be. So that was a really excellent addition. And am I tripping? Because that thing in the water kind of looked like a sarlacc. Am I tripping?
It did look like a sarlacc. But I think it was actually that monster that we saw in was it the first Star Wars? No.
Yeah, New Hope.
Yeah, New Hope.
The one that has tentacles around Luke's neck?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, so that's a fun little callback. A little bit of a horror style episode here. Another Mandalorian-esque creature feature. But in terms of filler episodes, I think what really makes this one stand out is the emotional weight, especially Rex guiding them in the process of removing the inhibitor chips. And like you said, he was paranoid, but also I liked how he put them on notice, because he had his hand in his gun. He was like, you guys don't know what this makes you do. You know what I mean? Like, he's seen his brothers turn on who they thought were friends and family. So any other memorable moments minus seeing Rex stick out for you, man?
The moment where Wrecker turns. I really thought that was a very, very powerful moment. You know that we all love Wrecker. He's basically the child of the group, even out of Omega. So it's very heartbreaking to see him actually turn and hurt his friends and brothers. And It's a lot to handle. I wish there was I wish that moment was like a two-parter. That we get episode 7, episode 8, but it was just episode 7, which is totally fine, just to get it out the way so we can focus on the other stories that most likely will be more important than the inhibitor chip from Wrecker. But I really did enjoy the moment. It was a badass moment, but it was also a heartbreaking moment as well.
Yeah, no, I thought they'd focus a lot more on it. And I actually got some Terminator vibes when he was kind of following Omega. And even the music kind of had Kevin Kiner. I think he likes Terminator. He kind of threw in some Terminator tones in the score. So I want to say what's up to Matt Wyatt. He says, "What's up, guys? Love the new episode of Bad Batch. It's his second favorite of the series so far.
Ooh.
Amazing to see Rex return." And
Me and
AJ agree, Matt. Rex is the man. So with that being said, it was, again, even though the inhibitor chip did play more of a better story beat versus the other two, this is technically still filler. We still haven't really progressed with what's happening with Admiral Rampart, what's happening with Crosshair. But I think to your point, AJ, I'm kind of glad that we're moving away from, oh, my head hurts,
yeah.
Because that was getting a little repetitive, his headaches, and then we knew what was going to happen of it at some point. We were like, okay, it's coming, now it's here, and even though it kind of came and went more so than I thought it would, it's nice to move away from it. So, with that being said, man, I want to throw it to you. You're the theory / predictions maestro. I hit a couple, but you're more consistent with the theories jumper. So, AJ, what you got for us, man? Where are we heading? Like, what's the next step here?
I think we're going to be headed towards. This is tough. But what do we have right now? We already finished the story arc with the Wrecker, and the inhibitor chip. I think now we're going to focus more so on Crosshair now. Either they're going to have to kill him, or they're going to try to have to subdue him into taking out the chip. And I'm not sure how they will do that throughout each episode. But other than that, I just think they're going to focus more on Crosshair for now. After either this episode or next episode, they're going to focus more on Crosshair's story arc. And then they're going to start to tie in the Bad Batch stuff within Crosshair's stuff. And there's a lot to handle. And then they also have to focus on the transition of clone troopers to stormtroopers within this as well.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So I have a follow-up question for you. Who was watching them on that scrapper planet? We saw the goggles right before we went to credits.
It was just the scavengers that was on that planet.
Okay. Okay. So you think episode 8 we're gonna start on that planet still, and maybe have a conflict of some sort?
Yeah, I think the Empire will arrive on that planet. I think it's gonna be the next episode that they'll arrive on this planet, and it's gonna continue forward. That's probably where Crosshair comes into play as well. Crosshair might come in next episode and the episode after that.
And the first batch of non-clone stormtroopers, that's going to be awesome. The elite death force, whatever you want to call it. Aftermath, I believe, is the first episode, right?
Aftermath? I think so.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, and I agree, Matt. So far, that was the one to beat, especially with the Kanan Jarrus. Seeing that was brilliant.
Also, a little less than an hour long too. So
yeah,
it was like 50 minutes long.
I kind of missed the length, but that's the nature of the Clone Wars anyways, and even Rebels. So what's up to Cody Castillo? He says this was his favorite episode. It's not a bad one to like. I think everybody loves Rex. You know what got me too, AJ? Seeing him in his armor with the blue shoulder piece, with the hash marks on the helmet.
They revealed the hot toy for Rex, I think a couple months ago.
Yo.
And I'm thinking about getting it because, oh my God, I love Rex so much. And
Mr. Crockpot, we miss you, but we know that the Philadelphia Sixers are in a hunt for a championship, and that's got to take priority. So, thanks for.
I think Star Wars is more important.
He's saying? Did anyone mention Cal?
Kestis?
Yeah, I was like, wait. I don't know. Was he in this, or is he? Or is that a theory of Dibes?
I don't know. If he was in it, I missed it. I don't think.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might need to rewatch it. I was actually on my way home from work and I was kind of distracted.
Let's think about this. Where was Kyle during this time? So we know that the events of Order 66 happened during the same time Kanan. So Kanan and Kyle are around like the same age range, I would say.
Oh, hey, he's clarifying right here.
Okay.
It was the planet from Fallen Order.
Yeah. It was also the planet of and the Clone Wars season 7, where Ahsoka and Darth Vader was at, and Rex.
Nice. And Chris Coyle's in the house. Thanks for joining us, Chris. He said, "Let's go."
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's awesome because I'm not familiar with the Fallen Order. That's the game, right?
Yes.
So I haven't played it. I'm not familiar, but I know that the storylines in it are awesome from all the Star Wars folk I've talked to. Yeah. So
you should definitely play it. It's probably an important moment for not Kanan, but Kyle, and it helps you understand where Darth Vader is at as well.
I actually saw that clip of him because I think in the game you see him experience Order 66, right?
Yes, he does. I wish we get a Kyle animated series or a live action series because Kanan and Kyle are around the same age range because they both experienced Order 66 while they were being trained, while they were Padawans.
Yeah, so that would be absolutely fantastic. Dibes says this is the best episode of the season. I honestly wish he was here because I know he loves Rex. Rex is near and dear to his heart as well. Fallen Order is Matt's favorite game.
Best Star Wars game. I don't know about best Star Wars game because you have Old Republic, you have
Battlefield,
Battlefront.
Oh, Battlefront. Sorry,
Battlefront. The first Battlefront. I'm not talking about the newer ones, but that one was great. I wish we get like a full-blown open world game for Star Wars. Because
I don't really game like I used to. I don't have I have a PS3. I didn't get a PS4. The last Star Wars game I really played was Jedi Power Battles on PlayStation.
Dang.
That was the last time I played a Star Wars game like extensively. So, I kind of messed around with Battlefront. I didn't really get into it, but I was just playing with friends. So
they should. I think they announced that they're making another Old Republic Star Wars game, and it's going to be for new gen. So
that would be cool. That's an MMO, right?
MMO RPG. It's around. I think it's more so of an MMO than anything.
Yeah, I remember when Knights of the Old Republic was around. It was huge. I don't know. I just couldn't devote myself to that time of it. It was a PC game, I believe, right?
It was everything. It was PC and console. It was mostly on PC. I think it was on PC first, and then it moved to console later on.
Okay. Well, I missed the vote on that. But yeah, I got to catch up. I know video game Star Wars is pretty strong, so I definitely want to experience that just as a fan,
We're also getting a second Fallen Order game, which is amazing.
So I've heard. All right, so let's just kind of wrap it up here with the show. What's your grade of this episode? Any other lingering thoughts on what we saw, and how excited are you? We're about the halfway point now, so you think we're going to start really digging into leading towards the finale?
Yes. My score is a 9.5 out of 10. I take a half point off because I wish it was longer, which is basically every episode because I'm loving what they're doing with Bad Batch right now. Not as much as Clone Wars or Rebels, but it's still up there for me with Bad Batch. I honestly, just a quick theory. I do believe that Ahsoka will be within the last episodes. I think Ahsoka will be in the last episode or 2. So
that would be phenomenal.
Being Ahsoka and Rex together, that would be amazing. But it's more than likely that So Rex story ended in this one. Now we won't see Rex anymore after that.
Oh yeah, no, especially the way that it went. Like he looked back and it was very emotional, and he was like, and I think Hunter was like, "If you ever need anything, we're here for you." But the way he faded into the smoke, it just felt like a goodbye, like a farewell. So we got Filmopinionitis in the house. What's up, Gabe? Fellow Geekly Goods team member. He said, "Is the animation still bad, bro?"
Oh my God.
What you can't say that, man. At least with this series, the animation's top notch, and maybe the storytelling is not as good as the previous series, but the animation's top notch, man. So get out of here with that. Matt's giving it a 9.5. He's hoping we get to the main story. So do I. For Rex alone, I'll give this an 8. It was a little. We're still dragging our feet in terms of the pace of the story, and if I'm being frank, with 8 more episodes, I hope that we do focus all of our energy now on where we're going versus, like, if episode 8 is another filler, I might pull my hair out a little bit.
I don't think we're going to do any more side missions. I think they're going to start focusing more so on the elements of Crosshair and the Bad Batch.
I hope so, because with the first Stormtroopers, well, and then with the Kaminoans, the Kaminoans, I think, are looking for Omega as well, I believe.
Yeah. And
then, I mean, I don't think we've seen the last of Fennec Shan, right? So
no, we have not. No.
Yeah, so we got some other storylines here. We got to wrap all this up. So
we still got 7 episodes left.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I just hope.
Also, you want to hear a secret?
What's up, man?
Technically, Clone Wars, Bad Batch, and Rebels is all technically not canon. They're all technically filler. Yeah, I'm just saying they're all technically filler.
But yeah, hey Gabe, don't mind the jabs. It's always a pleasure, and I know you always like to poke fun.
No, we're fighting. Nope.
It's all in good fun. So for my final grade, I'll give it an 8. And hopefully we just start to pick things up. But I think that about wraps it up for. Is there anything else you want to touch on with the Bad Batch?
No, I think I said everything.
Cool. Well, if you guys, everybody watching, if you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe down below. Follow us on Twitter at the Suit Up Geeks or on YouTube on this channel, obviously. We have Loki reviews that will start being more consistent every Thursday. We have our Versus series. We have our roundtables coming up. We took a break this week, but we're going to keep the content coming. And of course, next Friday, we'll keep the Bad Batch flowing. So for AJ, for myself, it's always a pleasure. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. And I need the video up ready.